Vivos project is the apocalypse, or massive nuclear war near. This is the secret, underground shelter and bunker project for the elite, prepared to face the apocalypse. Nuclear war. Did you know that the world's elite have already prepared themselves to survive in case of a devastating nuclear war, or even doomsday, which will wreak havoc on Earth? Yes, it turns out they have already built very strong underground bunkers, or shelters called Vivos, which are expected to sustain their lives on Earth, to escape the destruction of human civilization and other creatures. In Spanish, vivos means life, or alive or live on. Or it can also be used as another verb, meaning reside, or stay or survive. So what does the word vivo have to do with doomsday? For some people, doomsday may be considered as one of the disasters that marks the end of the world. Regardless of this definition, some people are doing crazy things that are supposedly prepared to fight against such a major event. One of them is by building a secret underground project called Project Vivos. The project has been running since around 2008, and it includes a shelter facility in the form of an anti-doomsday bunker. Vivos, also known as the Vivos Group, is a company based in California, United States, founded by Robert Vicino, who is also the president at the Vivos Group and Fractional Villa. The development itself was initially carried out in the hills near Black Hills, South Dakota, USA by a group of people, funded by real estate entrepreneur Robert Vicino. Robert Vicino proposed to build very strong underground shelters. The bunker or shelter must be designed to withstand disasters that may occur in the future, and the catastrophe could potentially lead to the extinction of civilization and the lives of living beings, including humans. Project Vivos was created due to the issue of nuclear war and doomsday. The construction project of the supposedly doomsday-proof luxury bunker is called Project Vivos, where the place will be made into an underground city. Inside Project Vivos, it allows 575 families to live while enjoying the protection of armed guards. Each provided room is also said to have architecture and a model luxurious enough for every family to live in. In addition to the luxury facilities offered, some entertainment venues are also provided, such as a theater, arena, cinema, mall, and gym. Although seen as one of the alternatives, when doomsday comes, this also becomes the place for the beginning of human civilization. After doomsday, people living in it will be guaranteed a sense of security related to some issues that have recently emerged, and related to the conspiracy theories that have emerged about doomsday, or the end of time. Bunkers sold to the world's elite class and billionaires. People are starting to get anxious about the apocalypse. So this weird project was created as the safest place that will protect humans from nuclear wars to doomsday. Another shelter, covering an area of 10,000 square feet, 0093 hectares, has been completed in Indiana, USA, and others are being proposed. In April 2012, Vicino said the company had about 25,000 customers, including 1,000 people who had bought shares that gave them space in this shelter. According to its owner, Vivos is one of the luxurious, bomb-proof bunkers, and its location is also far from nuclear targets. However, the prices offered are quite expensive. For example, one of the cheapest is priced at $25,000, or about Rp. 300 million, for just 1 year's lease. That's not including the maintenance costs offered to inhabit the Doomsday Bunker. The Doomsday Bunker projects, and similar ones, have also been, and continue to be built. The Vivos project is not only in the United States, but now it is also being built in several other places, even outside the US. They are also building similar buildings, for example, in the Czech Republic and Germany, and there is even one being worked on in South Korea. The Opotum is a Vivos bunker for the elite and their families, located in the Czech Republic, and dubbed as the world's largest billionaire bunker. The underground bunker is quite massive, at 323,000 square feet, in the heart of the European country, and was specifically built to welcome the end of the world. Designed for a single owner, the Opotum is the world's largest private shelter, with its own private helipad, extremely luxurious, underground space, and secret corridors, connecting the above-ground building to the underground one. All of these things allow the occupants to be able to access their safety quickly when danger threatens. Even the location was strategically chosen in Central Europe, in a rural area close to Prague that no one knows about, and less than 2 hours from London and Moscow, if using a private jet. In addition to super luxurious rooms, this doomsday bunker has many other luxury facilities, including a spa, swimming pool, fitness center, bar, restaurant, billiard room, and even a painting gallery. In addition, the logistics, capabilities, and accommodation facilities in this bunker are prepared to be able to supply life for more than 10 years without help from the outside world. The name Oppidum comes from the Latin oppidum, meaning city, a term referring to the fortified settlements of Western and Central Europe in the Iron Age. Indiana Shelter is Vivos' first fully equipped shelter. This bunker is located in the state of Indiana, USA. The Indiana Shelter was built during the Cold War between the Western Bloc and the Eastern Bloc, and was designed to withstand a direct hit from a 20-megaton nuclear bomb. Later, this bunker was acquired by Vivos, with accommodation for only 80 people. This bunker complex in Indiana has really sold out quickly. Since a long time ago, the capacity and loading capacity of the bunker is not much, which only contains 80 people, because the Indiana Shelter bunker is a former Cold War bunker, but at a price of about $35,000 each. At that time, these bunkers sold out quickly. Vivos also looked to profit to supplement surpluses during the Cold War with the Soviet Union. Later, Vivos began rebuilding other underground shelter or bunker complexes, this time covering 250,000 square feet to 3 hectares. The bunker complex, located in Rothenstein, Germany, is a luxury underground residence for up to 1,000 people, named Europa 1. In addition to luxurious rooms, facilities for billionaires and the world's elite include a small zoo, a storage of cultural treasures, gene banks to reconstitute plants and animals after a possible extinction event. However, fire safety regulations are expected to cause problems for projects that require a fire sprinkler system for all facilities. In this bunker, in 2016, Vivos acquired the former US Army base, formerly known as Foot Igloo, Black Hills Ordnance Depot, located in South Dakota, USA, named after Vivos' Point. Vivos Point, located at coordinates 43, 1010 710 355 36W, has 575 underground concrete and steel bunkers, originally built by the Army Corps of Engineers in 1942 as military fortifications used to store explosives and ammunition. Since 1967, when the base was retired, it has been used as a cattle farm. Vivos has transformed the 18-square-mile complex into the world's largest private shelter community. Has as many as 5,000 people, can survive almost any catastrophic event and its consequent impacts. Each ATX-2065 bunker is capable of accommodating up to 24 people, with a supply of food, water, fuel, and hygienic supplies for a year or more. The cost of the 99-year lease on the bunker was $1,000 per year, plus a $25,000 deposit paid in advance. This point was created as a point in time for those who always prepare themselves will survive and survive. In 2013, Vivos acquired the purchase rights to a large portion of the Atchison storage facility, a 27,000 square foot, 25-ha limestone quarry in Atchison, Kansas, formerly owned by the US Army, and announced plans to convert it into the world's largest private underground shelter, housing 5,000 people. In June 2014, Vivos canceled the Kansas project due to Army geologists' concerns about the structural stability of the former limestone quarry after it suffered a number of domes from limestone collapses. However, the obstacle can be overcome, and the project continues to run, though finally successfully built with the cheapest price of $2.3 million. Us actually. In addition to these shelters and bunkers, there are still many other bunkers in the world. Some of the above underground shelters are designed for just a few people, for dozens of people, or even hundreds of individuals. What did they make it for? They must have thought about the possibility of how this civilization might end, but many feel that the creation of shelters and bunkers is very ambitious and fast. This is actually worrying for most of the world's population about what will happen in the future. Will the terrible event happen in the near future? What about your feedback? Please, if you want to respond in the comments column,